World War III, the album, is something completely different than I've ever done. And it's political, it's got the love songs in there, it's got the breakups, you know, it's got everything that a Chris James album needs. So, but different. It's definitely on that different, the writing is different. Let's dissect it, shall we? Zombies is the song for what we're living in today. Everybody's on their phone, they're doing this, that, the other thing, not paying attention. We're zombies, we're brainwashed. And that's a line in the song. Brainwashed society, living life inside telephones. Have we lost it all? Have we lost control? That kind of just sums it up. So, that was a political song, trying to tell people we need to wake up and we need to focus, pay more attention to the things that are surrounding us instead of just worrying about, you know, who's got the coolest selfie. World War III is the title of the album, and that's the second track of the record. And it definitely ties into how the world is right now with all the stuff that's going on, war and all this other stuff. So, you know, this kind of song is, again, a dark political type of track, but really opens your mind and says to yourself, oh wow, yeah, there's stuff going on outside my front door. It's not just about the Kardashians. You know, I mean, wake up, people. World War III is, even the writing on this one, my favorite verse in it is, I can't even send my kids to school, couldn't see a movie if I wanted to, I can't go shopping at the mall, I can't even walk around my own neighborhood. You know, that sells it home. That tells you exactly what's happening in this world that we live in. So, again, I kind of feel like I went back to World We Live for my second record, because that was my very controversial song on that album. But I'm glad I went through the backlash then, so I can go through it now with World War III, because I stand behind it. It's a good song. Standing Strong is a great song, and it's an empowerment song. You know, you can be at your worst, you can be at your best, but you gotta have high hopes for yourself and just know that no matter what's gonna happen, you're gonna do that. I got scars to prove how far I've come. Nothing says more than that. So, Standing Strong is an anthem for oneself to say, hey, look, I can do what I want to do, and no matter what I go through, I'll still be standing strong, and I'll still be alive. I'll survive.
As the gates opened up real wide, I was mystified. I just couldn't believe my eyes. Like sunshine, like a ray of light, shining down on me. Lift up my soul, baptize my life. I'll try to find the way. I'll do what it takes to get to heaven.
Oh, Take Me to Heaven. I love this song. I got to film the video in Grand Cayman Islands, which was beautiful. I had my favorite directors on hand. I had 3 directors for this video, which was pretty amazing. I had John Coviello, who did Watch Me Fly, and then I had Patty Tyler Dixon, who was there for photography, but she wanted her hand at directing, so we let her on with the reels. And then for creative consulting, Brittany Texter was a part of it as well. So it was a very hands-on, vacation-y feel type of video. I didn't want it to be too over the top, and it was a lot of fun. My favorite part of this video is when I'm laying in the beach in the water, and I was like, all right, just stand over me and take a shot, and then the water and the waves just come billowing over me because I was too far to the shoreline. I should have been a little further up, so I would have been like all J-Lo in the sand. No. But I really love Take Me to Heaven. It's funny because when I released this as the single, and people were writing into me, and they were saying, you know, Chris James, it's about time. If you want to talk, if you want to go to church, if you'd like to talk to the priest, if you want to go to heaven, you know, I suggest you read Bible passage, you know, whatever. And I was like, no, that's not what this song is about. Take Me to Heaven is about finding your happy place and doing whatever it takes to get there. Like you can be, like the opening lines is, I feel like I died as the gates opened up real wide. That's not the gates of heaven. It's the gates of hell because you are stuck in your life. And then once you realize that you can get out of there and find your happy place, because you see sunshine, you see ray lights, you see it, you want to be there. Once you realize in your mind that you can get there, you'll do what it takes to get there. So it's all about finding your happy place. It's not about, I mean, if you want to take it there, yeah, it's all about religion, baby. But it's not. But if you want to, you can. You can take it to heaven any way you like.
I can hear my sound in this reckless world. I'm not fading now. I can't keep my feet on the ground. I'll spread my wings and I'll try to fly again. Watch me. I'll spread my wings and I'll try to fly again. Watch me. No, I won't give in. No, I won't give up. I'm gonna fly.
Watch Me Fly was the first single on the record, and beautiful. The video was a lot of fun too. John Coviello did the video, and we shot it in Atlantic City. It was really, really peculiar because we said, let's do the parking garage. That's where I want the scene to be. I want it to be high up. I want to be elevated, obviously, because I can't fly. So, and I always like my videos to be simple. I don't want to be over the top. Because number one, simple is just easier, and I feel like you kind of lose the artistry when there's all the glitz and glam. Yeah. So, with Watch Me Fly, we kept it very like cool, parking garagey, and cool backdrops. But we had set that video date up months ahead. I think in October we booked it to be there in Atlantic City that night, and it was a snowstorm night. It was the big New Jersey snowstorm in Atlantic City. The place was desolate. It couldn't have been better for filming. And parking garage, snow. You could not ask for a better scenario. Oh well, unless you go to the Grand Cayman Islands and film Take Me to Heaven. But anyway.
Hey, it's Chris James. I'm here on the Watch Me Fly video. As you can tell, filming has been held off due to the weather. Tons of snow here, so we're in the parking garage scene, getting ready to do that, and then we can go back to the hotel room. Great, I'm freezing.
Watch Me Fly is a good song. That's such an inspirational song. I love it.
Misery, love.
Live Your Life. That's a good one. You know, that one tells you all about live your life. Don't listen to other people. You can do whatever you want to do. You don't have to conform to anybody else. If you don't want to do something, you don't want to do it. If I want to wear black glasses and I'm going to wear what I want to wear, I want to be comfortable. I want to be happy. Misery loves company, and that's what people who want negative people want to bring positive people down. So just cut them out. Not today. You're not doing that. Prisoner. I smile every time I talk about this song. Because with this song, it sounds like Britney Spears entered my body and wrote this song. You know, when you're writing a track, you do not know what it sounds like until you've recorded it at the studio and then you hear it back on playback. Because you could write a killer song at home and be like, oh yeah, this is it. But when you hear it in the studio, you know. And I knew when I heard this song. It just got you, it gets your head moving. It's a good one. And it's about falling in love. And no, not that I'm the king of that, Mr. No Relationships Ever. But the thing is, it's about commitment. Prisoner. You don't want to be a prisoner of somebody's heart. You know, if I tell you everything you're asking me, like, you know, what was your favorite color when you were, you know, what was your worst memory? You know, if I tell you all that, you better stick around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be a prisoner. I ain't gonna tell you my whole life story and then pine for you later. I ain't doing it. So there could be a reason why I never had a relationship. But that's really what that's what that song's about. And it's a really catchy song. I have to say, it's one of my favorites on the records. I would say it's almost right up there with how much I love Take Me to Heaven. I just love Take Me to Heaven. But Prisoner is really good. I like that one. Mistaken was written for the Return to the Scene of the Beat album, but I never put it on that record. But when I was compiling this album, it fit. It really just fit the theme. You left me standing out there in the trenches of love. How it was so war themed right there. That was beautiful. But it is. It's about having the commitment, and then you realize later that this was a mistake. I was mistaken. So catchy and such a good summer vibe dance song, and it is going to be the third single for the album. So I'm very happy with this one. Can't wait to make that music video. Letters is a song. Oh God, I could get in trouble for that song. I really took on world leaders on this song. I wasn't pulling any punches. I even went against my own country. But I mean, I hate when people say, "Oh, you went against your country." I'm an American. I'll always be an American, and I love this country, and I love America, and for what it stands for. However, if I was in England, if I was born in Britain, I'd be like, I love Britain, I love England. You know, if I was born in Africa, I'd be like, I love Africa. You know, it's your heritage, it's your culture, and everybody should be able to enjoy that and own that. But in this world we live in today, it's so sick. And I'm writing to the leaders in this. If I had written letters like, Dear Russia, do you really want to watch me bleed? Take from me all my dignity and my rights to be me. Because that's what's happening in Russia. You know, for gay individuals, that's horrible that they can't be themselves without being beaten up. That's sad. Jamaica, I take them on. I take on my own country, United States. You know, we're United States, but yet at the same time, certain states are saying, well, no, you can't marry because you're a same-sex couple. It's about human rights, people. It's human rights. I mean, what happened to that? Everybody's against each other. It's sick. So, Letters is a really powerful song, and I could get in a lot of trouble for it. But I don't care, because I'm speaking my mind. Somebody has to say something. Wait for Me is a song that I wrote about sudden death, losing somebody suddenly. You know, it's one thing if you say, oh, you know, I lost my uncle to cancer, or oh, my brother's on hospice. You know, that's kind of preparing you that you're going to lose somebody when you hear the word, and that they're still here and you can tell them things. But when you lose somebody in a tragedy, like a 9/11, a car accident, you just said goodbye to them and they died at work. 5 minutes ago, you just saw them. Now they're dead. That is sudden loss, and that is what Wait For Me really... I mean, Wait For Me could be for any type of loss, don't get me wrong, a loss is a loss. But with the song Wait For Me, that's really what I was going for. A sudden, didn't have a chance to say goodbye, and it's just about telling the other person who's passed away, please just wait for me on the other side. It's a good ballad, and it's a perfect way to end the album. Thank you so much for checking out Behind the Beat World War III. My new album comes out June 24th on iTunes, and please don't forget to stop by my Facebook page and give my Facebook official fan page a like, as well as check out IamChrisJames.com for all further information on me, Chris James.